Hey, what's going on, guys? You guys are tuning back into the CGOD YouTube channel. This is your boy CGOD, and today we're going to be getting into this little sissy bar that you've seen on the thumbnail of the previous video. If you haven't seen that video, make sure to go check it out. It's got pretty much all the mods we've done to the bike aside from the sissy bar. So without further ado, let's hop on into it. Here we have it. I already received it out of the box and shit. I kind of had a test fitted on there. Can't really decide whether I want the bend to go up and then back or up and forward, but that's kind of beside the point right now. We're gonna go ahead and get to chopping it and making it actually fit. So essentially the plan is we're just gonna go ahead and reuse the passenger peg mounts. So that actually works out really fucking cool because it's right in line with this frame rail, so it just continues out, which is fucking dope. So what we're gonna be doing pretty much is we're going to be chopping off this bottom portion that they like flatten to drill these holes. So this is essentially a chrome and twisted sissy bar for a lowrider bike, and you know CGOD's all about that budget life. So this bad boy was about $45 shipped, and yeah, it's pretty legit. So yeah, like I said, we're going to be cutting this off, and then you can see where the original holes are, where the peg would mount. We're going to be reusing the pin for that and putting the cotter pin and everything on the other side to mount this. So we're going to have to chop off this flat part and then drill a hole through it. So it's not going to be this tall. This sissy bar, it said, was 37.5-inch tall. So I mean, I'll put it at least like 34-inch tall from where it gets mounted. So I mean, it's not going to look super huge on this bike. It does look super cool though. Make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think, if you guys like this mesh of lowriderness with this. Also, another little thing that we have done is I fucked around and put some electrical tape on the headlight, you know, give it that JDM look since it is a fucking Honda. So that's cool. Other than that, I removed these, but I believe that was in the previous video. It's just this little stud now with a spiked out edge. So we're going to continue on this and give you guys a little look-see at what we had did in the previous videos, where we chopped the frame here. And we filled the open-ended parts of the frame with silicone. So that's what you can see there. And these, all the seat work for the mounts to get fitted. And this also does have holes drilled in the side. So pretty much we'll be able to, like, I don't know exactly, but like at least like run a zip tie from here to here or whatever. That way we'll be able to mount stuff to this if we ever wanted to travel or anything like that, which I don't really plan on doing with this bike, honestly. I'm kind of not too happy with this tank though, so we might be doing something about that. I'm not 100% sure yet, but yeah, this is all just real jank, you know. So we might be doing something with that, but I'm gonna get cracking. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off and drill some holes, and we'll be able to check out which way we want to mount it, whether this way and back or this way and forward. So let me go ahead and get cracking on that stuff, and I'll bring you guys back right now. Alright, bosses, so let me show you what the hell we just got done. Alright, so like I said, we cut that bottom flat piece off, we drilled it out, and this is pretty much the outcome here. This is what it's looking like. So I mean, as you can see, I got it in there, got it drilled out. I was able to fit the pin, and then I beat the fuck out of this thing. That way it's like real solid and secure in there, you know. So yeah, it's pretty much running stock pins, shit like that. Same thing with this side. Like I said, just beat the shit out of it. After we fit it in there, this is what it looks like. I did end up doing it towards the back, just because it kind of makes it look like it's got a little bit covering the rear tire, because before there wasn't really shit. I mean, it's still fully exposed like a mug, you know, but I mean, it's decent, you know. I like the way it looks like that. I had it set up the other way going forward initially because I was trying to use it like as a backrest, but it's entirely sits like way too far back for my back to even come close to it. So that's what we got, boys. And I'm working on another little project also. So in the last video you seen we removed this part of the foot pegs. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and try to modify. I'm gonna cut up these rear pegs, and I'm essentially gonna like drill a hole right here and try to make it fit over that part right there. So I mean, once it fits over that piece and we have a hole drilled on this side, then we'll be able to run this old pointy boy here, and that'll be able to run through it to be able to hold it onto the bike. So I mean, here we got this other OG one right here. This is what it's gonna look like, except it's gonna have that fucking point sticking out of it. You see what I'm getting at? That's gonna be sticking out the side of this, and this is, I'm gonna trim, because it's got like a double layer wall inside of it, which is kind of hard to show you guys for some reason. So I'm gonna cut it back until it's single layer wall, and then it should be able to slide over this piece and be secured by this onto there. Because we've been rolling like this, guys, and it feels, I mean, it's not bad honestly, but it feels kind of weird. I find myself putting my feet on this part right here to be able to use like the brake, and on this side to be able to use the clutch, you know, or to be able to shift, I mean. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into modifying this shit and see if we can do it. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. This is gonna be like a short little video. Just mounting this up was pretty easy. I was rocking it jank, just stuffed in there for a couple days, riding it on the highway and shit, but she stayed solid. So I mean, now it's extra solid. It's really not gonna go nowhere. So stay tuned to see if we get these foot pegs done, and then we'll probably be out after that. Alright guys, so you know what it is. We got it all knocked out. I know I'm not really filming like the actual like work, I guess, but I'd like to think you guys get the idea of what's going on. So let me go ahead and show you the final product. So this is pretty much what it's gonna look like. So like I said, I did have to cut off the inner portion, and it kind of slid over this bigger piece, so it feels a lot more secure than just having this little spike. But yeah, so as you can see, I drilled this perfectly, so the spike essentially pressed it on to here. So it worked out really badass actually. And as you could see, it kind of like matches the original like shifter and stuff. It looks a lot better, I think. Looks a lot more sturdier too, so she should be ready for the streets, boys. Yeah, we got our sissy bar on. We got our headlight taped, ghetto. You know what it is. Oh, and I also I went ahead and I loosened up this nut here. It's a 27 millimeter, and I went ahead and tightened the chain up a little bit. So I mean, I had hella play before, so let me go ahead and show you what it looks like now. Daddy. So now it's only about that much, guys. Daddy. To spec, it's supposed to be 3/4 inch. Daddy. What, Tata? Yeah, I'll help you right now. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video. I got some fatherly duties to attend to. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. This was a short video brought to you guys by the CGOD himself. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful day. I'm out.